back for another edition of the Digital Minute for RBMA Bulletin. Today, I am here with Corbin, the CEO of Radiology Associates of North Texas, or RANT, as most of you might know them. Corbin's also the RBMA liaison for the ACR RBMA Practice Leaders Forum. Next year, he'll be taking over as co-chair in 2023. So thank you, Corbin, for being here today and taking time out of your very busy schedule. We appreciate it. Also, thank you so much for your time and volunteerism for RBMA. So a couple of questions I typically ask all of my interviewees is what has or how has volunteerism with RBMA served you?
Sure, Shannon, thanks. And thanks for having me here and a part of things today. Quite frankly, volunteering with RBMA has been the primary thing that has helped to get me engaged with the organization. It's given me a chance to really you'll walk past people and get to say hi at the conferences and events, but it's not until you roll up your sleeves and really get to be part of a committee and be it on the inside to really network with the folks. That's when you get to meet new people and develop relationships that are strong enough to where you really can just pick up the phone and call someone when you have questions or issues, or to really hear how someone else is dealing with a situation. And it helps you too to help set the direction for the organization in a way that's going to be most valuable to you as a practice leader, and to really help impact the future. And just a chance to give back is great to a group that has given so much to me and our organization.
Could not agree more, and especially the part of like digging in and really being able to kind of set the association on trajectory. And I know that you didn't mention this, but I will mention this now, that we have an open call for volunteers currently. So if anybody's interested, if you want to be the part of the future of RBMA, you want to help with programming, there's certain conversations that you think need to be had, or certain topics. We have all different levels of volunteering, and it's open until January 27th. So look in your emails, look on all social media. But as we're talking about volunteering, that just popped into my mind of it's time now for the call for volunteers. So please make yourself known. It's a huge win and benefit for the association, but also us as members, because
it
like
is.
you said, we get to meet everybody.
And even if you don't think you have anything to offer, that is absolutely not true. There are so many different types of committees, everything from, working with the sponsors of the different, events and meetings, and the vendor committee, to the different types of program committees. And it's just such, a wide variety of needs, and everyone can find a place to really fit in and contribute.
Yeah, I totally agree. Speaking of volunteering again, so as the liaison for RBMA, you were kind of instrumental in creating the sessions, or kind of creating the vibe for the 2023 ACR RBMA Practice Leaders Forum. Tell us a little bit about the process and what we have to look forward to in Orlando.
Absolutely. No, Shannon, I think it's going to be a fantastic meeting, and it is so full of great faculty and good speakers. First of all, we have been able to get Dr. Kurt Shoppy, as our keynote for the for the event. And there is not a person out there that knows more about healthcare reimbursement and finance. He's been integral on multiple of the ACR committees, and is now the alternate for the ACR for the RUC committee, just to help set and establish the relative value unit assignments for the different radiology procedures and reimbursement. He is truly one of the foremost voices there. So he's going to be around the entire conference, and I think it'll be great to get to hear from him. We're going to have presentations on the evolution of advanced practice providers and interventional radiology. We're going to have more analysis on the Medicare physician fee schedule final rule, and just really how that is going to impact radiology, and how we can continue to try to advocate for radiology to just make sure that we continue to have the reimbursement and resources necessary to be successful in what we're doing, and continue to provide the services we do for our patients. There's going to be extensive presentation and discussions on, the recruitment and retention of radiologists. We've just seen that just change dramatically.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, over the last several years. And we're actually having like 2 or 3 different sessions on that, hearing from, private practices, hearing from, corporate owned type practices, how we are really looking to retain radiologists, even a little past what has been traditionally a retirement age, to how we're, recruiting new folks in. And I think some good information there, just discussions on different scheduling innovations. And hearing from, faculty members that are, doctors and lawyers and accountants and MBAs and politicians, all speaking with valuable insights and wisdom in their areas. So something we're really looking forward to. And it's typically a smaller forum than like Paradigm is, so you really do have those opportunities to connect with people in a different way. And it's also one of the few events that RBMA does with the ACR, to where you have both physicians and the business leaders coming together and working together to exchange ideas and connect. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a great a great meeting in January, and just encourage anyone who's on the fence to attend and be a part.
Okay, so I have to ask you, because I don't know this. How did you get involved with RBMA? Like, how did you start your RBMA process?
Well, it's a little different, different road for me, and I have only been an RBMA member for, I guess it's almost 9 years now, close to that. But considering that, I'm nearly 30 years into a career, I wish that it had been longer. But I transitioned about 8.5 years ago from a large multi-specialty professional practice to a single specialty radiology group, and literally I had almost every specialty in medicine part of my prior group except for radiology. And so the only thing that I knew about radiology is what I had heard from Keith Chu at an MGMA conference. So Keith would go to the MGMA conferences and speak a bit on radiology, just have a short session or something. And that was about the extent of my exposure. And when I jumped into this job, Shannon, I cannot underscore the significance that RBMA has played with giving me almost a what I would say is a master's degree in radiology, because I have not, in the last 8 years, I have not missed a Paradigm. I have truly, I have been at pretty much every educational opportunity that RBMA has offered, and it has been truly the single greatest resource in getting me up to speed and in just the radiology industry, the nuances of radiology as opposed to other medical specialties, and have just really appreciated just how people have brought me in and truly made themselves available as resources to educate me from time to time. And the practice that I'm privileged to get to be a part of here in North Texas, it is incredibly innovative. It lets me be very creative in how we grow, how we work with other practices, how we venture JV and venture with our health systems that we're a part of here. And so it's great just to have resources within RBMA to bounce things off of, and then just to hear how others are really growing and expanding and innovating in their practices across the country. So that's kind of how I got involved. Was really because I knew nothing about radiology, and it just continued to be a tremendous resource for me as I grew just professionally and then within my practice.
But one thing we should mention too, since you're from Texas, and we want to make sure we're promoting our state chapters. Texas state chapter meeting is February 16th for the happy hour event, the networking event, and then 17th of the day. It's in Austin. So anybody who loves to go to Austin, I love to go to Austin. Listen to some music. Make sure that you check it out. Texas State Chapter meeting is February 17th. And I want to thank you so much for your time.
That is great. Well, happy holidays to you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Have a great day, Corbin.